Hello gamers and welcome to Angola 86. It's a coin game, counter-insurgency game by every single soldier. And I really want to take a look at this game. Luckily got it for free from Keymailer, so thanks a lot to the devs. It's actually not a single soldier. You can see here in the credits, quite a few people worked on design and programming. Johan Nagel, technical Christopher Minar. And so a couple of people worked on the game. And they've worked on other games before, like Vietnam 65, you might have heard of it, or Afghanistan 2011, but also games like Carrier Deck and HMS, which is supposed to give you, according to Rock Paper Shotgun, like a hornblower experience. So that's actually pretty cool. Definitely a very interesting developer. And in this counterinsurgency game, you basically enter like a civil war kind of in Angola in the 80s. And it's got a manual. I went through the manual a little bit. You basically in the coin game you fight for the hearts and minds, political points as well, to deploy units, for example. And in the end, there will be elections that you need to win. Then there will be a score and stuff. So that's the victory conditions. You need lots of votes. Again, voting hearts and minds. Here you can see how you get hearts and minds score and how you lose it. Also, show you the map on the factional map. So the player controls the South Africa and the SADF, and then the South West Arica army and UNITA, and then we fight against Angola and SWAPO, Counter-Insurgency. And to give you a brief overview, in the game there are a couple of sectors. So basically, got Angola to the north and Southwest Africa to the south. And then you get 3 sectors that are our sectors. You get units, sectors 10, 20, and 30. Border is up here. You have lots of villages, military outposts, and stuff. And you can only operate your units usually in where you deploy them. There are some units that can work or can act everywhere. And let's see the farms. There's a bus service, and you get points and stuff. And this is Angola. So you get the Fabula controls. I think it's 3 sectors as well. I think it is. And well, definitely there are 6 villages. Some for Fabula, some for UNITA. 1 to 3 UNITA villages, and then 5 Fabula villages. I think the 6 villages here is 1, 2, 4, 5. The 6 is somehow incorrect, I think. And then you get 3 Fabula bases, 1, 2, 3, and 1 UNITA base, 1 down here. You need to, defuse mines so that the buses don't blow up. You need to stop insurgents. You need to take out weapon stashes and everything. I haven't played it yet at all, and I would like you to take a look at the game as we play, and also consider if you'd be interested in a let's play. It would be quite a time commitment. I think the voting is supposed to be after 45 rounds, and then you have another couple of rounds you have to play. There's like an end, a fixed end, if you don't achieve it before that. But let me know in the comments below if you, after watching this, you're interested into a let's play that I would schedule as soon as I've finished the current let's plays, so eventually. So here we can select our units. That's interesting. We can go for infantry, paratroopers, special forces, armor, artillery, technical, engineers, personnel, administration. And I think that's just for ourselves, like a character creation. 32nd Battalion, SACC, medics, maintenance, first mech, infantry. Since I'm an infantryman, we'll go for infantry. And we can change our appearance as well. That's pretty cool. I think go for this gentleman. Okay, let's start. Winning the war. Okay, that's like, there music kicks in as well. Winning the war. Fundamentals of counter-insurgency warfare. Yeah. Keep home support. Political points above 0. Prevent SWAPO from reaching the villages. Search and destroy arms caches and so on. Reconnaissance and interdiction can be deployed troopers. The Reckies are South African special forces. They're also in Steel Division 2. The Reckies. You can call in airstrikes and air recon. They're deployed inside Angola to detect FAPLA. I think I need to turn on the volume a tiny little bit. Oh, I clicked and then this happened. Okay, here we go. Manage the security situation. Contain the level of insurgency by winning the hearts and minds of the local population. Ensure an atmosphere of peace and stability in order to enable free and fair elections, leading to a transition to the independence of South West Arica. Establish a defense force for South West Arica. All operations to be in line with United Nations protocol. Here we can go for buses. Info as well, that's cool. SWA bus service. Windhoek, Southwest Africa Command. Transport civilians in all the farms and military bases. Bus routes are predominantly between farms in Sector 30 HQ. Earns political points for every successful completed trip. Earnings increase every turn, free of landmine detonations. Cost 1,000 points to purchase a new bus, and there's no refund for decreasing buses. It's a maximum of 9 buses, and if a bus detonates a mine, political points and HM will drop. Earnings per trip are reset after mine detonation. HM decreases proportionally every turn when under 3 active buses. So I think we will go for 4 buses. But look at this, I go up and down and the money doesn't change. I think this is a bit of a bug. So this basically means let's quickly restart. Because that's a bit frustrating. Close this and go back to, well, that's a tutorial. Okay, let's get started. That's actually pretty damn good. But this was a bit too frustrating. Let's go for new game. Infantry dude, here we go. Okay, here we are again at the screen. South African armor corps. We can call in airstrikes. The unit you choose at the start of the game, a new game, has no effect on gameplay. Loading. HQ formation contains 4 slots for eligible. Here we go. I think I will increase the number of buses by 1 immediately. And then we can close this. Welcome to Southwest Arica. Let's get started. First and foremost, we need to clearly understand what we are fighting for and how we actually win the war. It's so good that there's a tutorial. Counter-insurgency warfare requires a balanced approach. So we have a military approach and a humanitarian approach, like building wells, basically waterworks. Just as important as an understanding of the military geography of the region. Angola is allowing SWAPO to operate bases inside its territory and with the added protection of the Angolan army, FAPLA. Southwest Arica is divided into 3 military regions into which units are deployed. There are 5 villages in each sector, and these are at the center of the Hearts and Minds score. Yeah, and the southern sector, so sector 30, won't be affected that much by insurgency according to the tutorial, in the early stages, of course. This is the total Hearts and Minds score here, which represents the average of all 15 villages inside South West Africa. Managing the hearts and minds score is critical for success and is affected by almost all actions performed by the player. The player has a range of options to affect the hearts and minds score, both military and humanitarian. This is the total political points, which represents support from the government back in South Africa. Political points are the currency, basically the money in the game used for recruitment, infrastructure and supplies, and like the bus, for example. Most PP are earned by successful military operations, but are also earned to a lesser extent with humanitarian actions, UN aid, waterworks. You have your staff officers to assist you, including recruiting new units, procuring supplies, and keeping an eye on the medical and intelligence situation. There are also a number of map filters used to geographically represent various situations in the field, including village status, intelligence, and supply information. This is the countdown to the next meeting of the General Assembly. Where is it? Up here on the left. Which in turn starts the end game. And I think it's like after 45 rounds the latest. If implemented, the SADF withdraws and the UN peacekeeping force, the UNTAC, is deployed for 8 turns. Thereafter elections are held and the winner is declared. Obviously coin games are very popular board games as well. So it's really interesting to see this on the computer. So we get the control panel, village info, enemy track, logistics, draw a marker, skip unit turn, complete existing orders, next unit with action points, intel, tracking overlay, strategy, tactical map toggle, mouse selection, LMB select, and then send it. RMB deselect, I can zoom, with the mouse button, scroll and stuff. Hotkeys, like for example, this is pretty cool. With tab, you can skip to the next unit with available action points. That's really nice. You've got your WASD. Scroll the map, you can toggle hexes on and off. That's lovely. And for animations, before you can recruit a new unit, you will need to ensure the following: sufficient PP, conscripts don't cost any PP, an open slot in the organizational chart, an open slot in the sector base. You can get an overview of the sector deployments by clicking on the personnel officer button. I am clicking, but yeah, we're in the tutorial still. Personnel deployment. This is the organizational chart showing you the units currently assigned to each of the 3 sectors. And the units that can move across sectors, they are mobile. Each sector can hold up to 8 units. Battle groups have a maximum of 4 units. Units where, I think the person who wrote this has L key is broken because, or maybe it was typed on a laptop or something. It happened before with the double L. Units where a sector tab above their unit badge indicate deployment. Battle groups are temporary formations formed up to conduct military operations inside Angola. UNITA is an insurgency inside Angola and an ally of the SADF. Player controls this faction. Units wear a sector tab above the unit badge to indicate deployment. New units are recruited from inside one of the 4 sector bases. There are shortcut buttons for these sector bases up here. SADF base screen. Form new battle group, recruit new unit, resupply units. Base supplies, rations, fuel, ammo, spares, medical. Rations, fuel, ammo, spares, and medical. Okay. Recruit new unit. This is the unit selection chart where you get to choose which units to recruit. There are 4 categories of units to choose from: conscripts, regular support, SWATF. Each unit has an information button for more details. The PP cost to recruit the unit is displayed. Conscripts don't cost PP to recruit, but I think you need to disband them one time or something. One recruited unit will appear in the base. It will be ready for deployment in the following turn. Certain vehicles can carry cargo troops. A cargo bar will appear Buff the unit, enabling the loading and unloading of cargo troops. Unit can carry cargo troops. This action bar will be displayed. Here you can load, unload supply troops. Oil, fuel buttons, air and fuel levels. Cargo slot, boy button. Repatriation, undeploy. Infantry actions inside base, deployment calendar, number of turns until conscription period ends. Repatriation button, this will undeploy the unit. Deploy button, this will deploy the unit into the field. It will turn red when the unit has sufficient action points to deploy. Health rations button. Current health and rations levels are displayed here. Understanding, tracking, and destroying the enemy. I like how they are birds. The enemy is vital to winning this war. While SWAPO cadres initiate inside Angola and infiltrate into SWA to conduct their missions. Tabla remains inside Angola and supports SWAPO, but is focused on destroying UNITA. SWAPO operations. SWAPO units are activated in one of the 3 FABLA bases. SWAPO units then move to one of the 3 SWAPO bases close to the SWA border, South West Arica. SWAPO units then deploy into SWA, one of 6 locations, arms caches. SWAPO units then move to their assigned target villages, farms, clinics, roads. SWAPO base and arms cache needs to be discovered by the SADF. SWAPO cadres leave a tracking trail of 2 turns behind them as they progress to their destination. SWAPO cadres are deployed, they leave tracks in hexes they have traversed. These tracks are detectable by infantry and Caspia units, a vital source of information. Detail button. This overlay will display a history of enemy contacts. That's really good, so I don't need to draw it. As well as hexes traversed by SADF units that would have detected tracks had they been present. Ultimately, SADF needs to triangulate the position of SWAPO arms caches. Destroying these arms caches retards SWAPO operations and earns substantial PP. We need to master tracking to win this war. That's really interesting. These are the basics of tracking SWAPO. Tracking forms a very important part of containing SWAPO insurgency. Keep a close eye on the SITREP report, especially reporting activity at villages. Whenever activity is noted, send infantry ASAP to the area to try find tracks. Always conduct a 360-degree search around any enemy activity. Use the map markers to remind yourself of areas and hexes needing searching. SWAPO units leave tracks on hexes they have traversed in the last 2 turns. Once you have tracks, follow up ASAP and try to find the source. Destroying arms caches earns P. Using the Caspia is the most effective method. When infantry are in the buffle, they still can detect tracks. Patrol. FABLA is the official Angolan army and are a conventional force. Keeping FABLA in check and destroying SWAPO bases inside Angola is another vital component of victory. For this purpose, the SADF deploys battle groups which are conventional forces to operate inside Angola. Battle groups form the basis of the SADF strategy in Angola. Battle groups are formed when any eligible unit is added to the formation. With the first edition, the player can choose which sector HQ base to deploy to. Battle groups do not take any damages when moving. Battle groups do use fuel when moving and can resupply themselves if deployed. Once deployed, battle groups operate exactly the same as sector bases. Units deployed from a deployed battle group base can only operate within 3 hexes of the battle group base command area. Battle groups can only undeploy the base, when all the original units are back inside. Battle groups are not an attack formation and have to deploy the base before attacking. That concludes this very brief introduction to the bush warfare. There's a full user manual available for further research and understanding, as well as an in-game help, I button and tooltip. Okay guys, here we go. Oh, that's really cool. It's kind of like dynamic. That's lovely. Even the birds are here as well. So these are our farms here and villages. This looks like a military base. How do I go back? Zoom into sector 10 base, 20 base. Okay, here you can go to the bases as well. Situation report. Manage the security situation. Let's go for I. Mission. No, not happening. Okay. Game options, tutorial, manual. It's the manual. There are also YouTube tutorials. Toggle animation on off. Yeah, that's like the birds, I guess. Something else. It's unit animation, I guess. X grid. Flavor terrain stays. Strategy map or unlock. And then here we've got the Angola bases, and that's our base here. 30th Unita Battalion Militia. Let's now take a look at our offices here. Hearts and minds, obviously nothing yet. Intelligence. So we have 12 cadres. SWAPO emerged as the dominant nationalist organization for the Namibian people. SWAPO used guerrilla tactics to fight the South African Defense Force. On 26th August 1966, the first major clash of the conflict took place when a unit of South African police, supported by the South African Air Force, exchanged fire with SWAPO forces. This date is generally regarded as the start of what became known in South Africa as the Border War. One important factor in the fight for independence was the 1971-72 Namibian contract workers' strike, which fought for the elimination of the contract labor system and independence from South Africa. An underlying goal was the promotion of independence under SWAPO leadership. Interesting. And then FAPLA in Windhoek. People's Armed Forces of Liberation of Angola. Well, I don't know what that means. People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola, MPLA, but later became Angola's official armed forces. First Brigade patrols the roads in Angola. Interesting. Logistics. We don't have spare parts and medical supplies here. Can send vehicles to bases and deploy vehicles into fields. Okay, and I can load rations onto vehicles. That's interesting. But I cannot send stuff to UNITA, apparently. Aircraft management. We don't have an aircraft just yet, apparently. No information available. Aircraft? No aircraft. So this is our Air Force base in Grootfontein. That again. probably it's not here. It's somewhere kind of like off map, basically. Potentially. Let's get an aircraft. We need one. That would be damn cool. What can we get? Air superiority, anti-air missions. I think that's something we want. Up here we can see it now as well. So we can have 4 aircraft at the same time. That's the status, I guess. And this type of plane, what is it? It's cheaper. Air support, ground attack. You have enough points actually. Let's go for like a running cost. I do not know. Potentially ground attack. Let's get air recon. That's very important. And then we can get 1 helicopter. We can go for this one. It's transport and logistics. Deployed into sector 30 base when first deployed. Carry 1 cargo slot of resource or act as a gunship. Carry paratrooper forces. Carry wounded infantry. That's cool. Deliver aid and medical assistance to villages. That's also potentially really important. The French Alouette. Can resupply adjacent friendly units in the field. Also cool. Cost double fuser and spare when resupplied inside a base. Can attack detected FAPLA targets in Angola with ammo. Can search for SWAPO inside SWAPO of inside South West Arica. Really interesting. So what's the other one? Deployed carrying 2 cargo slots. Paratrooper special force carrying wounded infantry. Yeah, this one can't fight. Puma. I will go for the Alouette. They're both Alouettes, yeah. Let's go for this one. Go. This seems to be ready already. Now I can go for information as well. Okay, I see. The name Alouette, is it everything? It says Alouette right now, I think. Bit of a bug. Okay. Then we've got medical. We've got unoperational clinics. That's bad. How can we make them operational? The health of the local population is an important consideration in determining victory, being represented by the disease thermometer. Villagers request medical assistance, and the player can respond with this. There's some spelling mistakes, but there are lots of smaller updates. Also, a small team, so it's not a problem, to be honest. Can respond with dispatching such assistance to the villagers via the ambulance or helicopter unit. Clinics can be built by the engineer unit and will automatically dispense medical assistance to villagers within range, provided they have a supply of medicine. Aha. Villagers requesting medical assistance will fly the Red Cross flag, and the player will have 4 turns in which to respond, failing which HM score will decrease. The situation can also be improved by building waterworks, the villagers, and supplying UN aid. Should the thermometer reach close to 100%, disease will break out and have severe implications on the HM score. So no waterworks so far, no medical cases, but also no operational. Administration, opening balance, we already spent quite a few points. Personnel. Okay, so they are mobile. Okay, and it seems to me new units are recruited from South Africa into the currently selected base. These units are for operations inside South West Arica. These units are restricted to their sector of deployment. Okay. And we've got some UNITA. UNITA, the National Union for the Total Independence of Angola. National Union for the Total Independence of Angola, Portuguese União Nacional para a Independência Total de Angola. was the second largest political party in Angola. Founded in 1966, UNITA fought alongside the Popular Movement for the Liberation of Angola, the National Liberation Front of Angola, in the Angolan War for Independence, and then against the MPLA in the ensuing civil war. Although 1975 till 2002. I mean, I should have known about that, but you know, it's not in the school, covered in schools or anywhere. Units need to be trained before they can be deployed and stuff. Okay. Battle groups. Click on a unit button to go to on the map. You only have this very mobile unit, and that's about it. That's not much. Definitely need to deploy some units, to be honest. So this means to me, where's our helicopter, by the way? Maybe not yet here. I don't. Not displayed here. Oh no, it is here, and they are on the way. That's what it potentially means. Can I take off with it? We'll see. Okay, let's tap through our units. I don't have any units. Okay. All units in the field have moved. Let's zoom into sector 10. Recruit new units, form a new battle group, replenish all units. Okay, what I do want is new units. Okay. Automatically detects enemy units and tracks. Reserves deploy for 6 turns and then must be repatriated back to SA. Consume the ration resource when deployed out of base. Gather intelligence when visiting a village with a meeting. Okay. And those are my... Since they are all conscripts here, conscripts automatically detect enemy units and tracks. They deploy for 12 turns. And I've got the regulars. They are much more... They cost me quite a bit. Get support against territorial forces. Auxiliary arm of the South African Defence Force and comprised the Armed Force of South West Arica, now Namibia. From 77 to 89, it emerged as a product of South African political control of the territory, which was granted to their former as a League of Nations mandate following World War I. Need to be trained. Unit training takes 4 turns. Don't need to be repatriated. They remain after the handover. Now the regulars got the Caspia vehicle. Support. Oh, and that's good. Ambulance. And this is maintenance. And this is transport, not mine resistant, travels more efficient roads. And this is the engineers that I need for building clinics and stuff. Okay. So I want to start in sector 30 actually. Take a look at form a new battle group. Okay. Helicopters here currently. And I've got the ESA police point infantry here. What can they do? They are motorized infantry, automatically detect enemy units and tracks. They're mine resistant. And it automatically gets replaced when destroyed. And can I do something with them? Yeah, deploy them. We need to start finding out stuff. Let's go to the first village. The village tile. This one? Is it this one? I don't know where I need to go to. It must be this one because it's the center, in the center of the hex.
No intel available. Over.
No intel available. Let's go to the next village. And I think that's it. We are out of points. Place map market action. Got the unit on the map here now as well. Okay. Now what I want in sector 30 is form a new battle group. We have insufficient supplies. That's bad. Why don't we have medical supplies and spares? Let's send this vehicle to sector 30. Unload all cargo. Turn to logistics base. No movement points, okay. But we do have some stuff here now. We should be able to form a new battle group. And this battle group will be my kind of engineering battle group. We have a lot of mechanized battalions. Only be Angola, carry an infantry unit, all airstrikes. They must be repatriated, which is a shame. I think we need one regular infantry.
Battle group formed up. Over.
And we're going to go for the engineers. I won't go for medics, we've got the helicopter. They apparently don't need to be repatriated. Field workshop for air. They want too much fighting. So this is the battle group I want to create. Can I do that? Or not? I can. There it is. Very good. I want to deploy it. I don't have movement points. It's going to take some time. Okay. So definitely want to recruit from a new battle group. And can recruit some units. I do want some regulars here. Go. It's rocket artillery. There's reconnaissance regiment. That's good. I want one of you. And I do want unit can only deploy into a battle group. Ah, I see. So we've got you now. Deployed onto the field, no movement points. Okay. Well, let's go to this sector and recruit a reconnaissance unit here. Good. They probably can all, yeah, deep battle group, battle group, battle group. Automatically detects enemy units. That's cool. So in sector 20, can't form a new battle group. We don't have ammunition apparently. An issue. So can we recruit units here? SADF trainer not present. Can we recruit something like reconnaissance or something? This is a battalion. Regular infantry. It's militia infantry. To begin training. 4 turns. Let's go for this one. Special forces required. Okay. How do I get special forces here? SADF trainer. We have 2 militia battalions. I do want to deploy one. I want to check out the situation. Ah, here we can see how far we can go. That's cool. We want them to go here to safeguard the bridge. For unit onto the field here. All right then. How do we get this? How do we get the dude here? SADF trainer. Where do I get him? SADF Special Forces present. Do not have a. Okay. Guess we need to potentially recruit some. Be trained, can be reassigned to any sector or 20%, gather intelligence. Battle group only. Can move Angola without cross-border penalty. Interesting. Reconnaissance regiment. And not detected by enemy units. They will captured after 12 months. Where do I get this bloody trainer? Let's get some territorial forces for engineering as well. Let's go for... They also must be repatriated. Also need to be repatriated. No. And you? They are not mobile, that sucks. Maintenance unit. Only these that need to be repatriated. Let's get some normal infantry. Let's get some... What's this? They only deploy for 12 turns with paratroopers. For vehicle repair, maintenance unit. Get a maintenance unit. Get a medical unit. Engineers. And we need to do the logistics. Ammo. 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 Put it in sector 20. I think this is the animation. Right? Rations. Fuel. Medicals. 20. Yeah, that's the animation. I do want to keep it. And then let's get ammunition to sector 10. And then let's get medicine, fuel, spare parts of sector 10. Okay, let's end the turn. Low sector base supplies reported. Yeah, I can imagine. Increase the number of buses by 1. I hope that really helps. I don't know. Spending army costs, okay. And we purchased logistics. Where's our income? From the buses. They just complete existing orders. That's good. And then we can just wait. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's smoke. This actually means they want to meet us.
No intel available. Over.
They need help. So where's our damn helicopter? I think it's here. Oh no, that's not the helicopter. That's the helicopter. Now let's deploy the helicopter and see if we can fly here and help them. That's lovely. Turn to sector HQ, embark troops, aid to village. Medical treatment of villagers, that's what I want to do. Costs 2 action points. Where can I actually see my action points? Unit cargo. Click to disembark troops or dump cargo. I do want helicopter land or take off. Let's land. Medical treatment of villagers. Okay, insufficient action points. Okay, I can understand. Let's try next turn. Now what is this? This is my motorized infantry. I will send it here to try to protect these guys. All units have moved. But what about my trucks? I still have one truck in the base here. There's a truck as well. Okay, these trucks need to unload. And then I can send them home to base. I can't transport between bases. It's also unload and to base. I wonder if they will also perform the duty. Storage full at base. Okay, that's interesting. Let's deploy the reconnaissance unit. I am already sending a unit kind of here. Where's the border exactly? I do not know. Reconnaissance right about here would be nice. Go back to base. So these guys are moving back. I cannot unload because the base is full. These dudes need to be deployed. Can they talk to others? Can train UNITA units when the UNITA HQ. I see, that's interesting. Okay, good. Can deploy them by parachute when they are in Sector 30 base. That's also cool. I don't think they can talk here. We'll see. Go home. And nothing to deploy here. Nothing to deploy. Well, I've got the battle group here that I do want to deploy. They've got the stuff. I want to send them here to build a watchtower of sorts, if they can. How can I do that? How can I need to deploy. I can only deploy in Angola. So the engineer doesn't help me at all. Let's go up here. It's just for trying out stuff. I'm totally new, obviously, and made a first mistake here. Okay, and then so database is here. I need special forces in there. Want to parachute them if possible. That would be smart, I guess. Then they arrive faster, and for that I need but can be parachuted into Angola. Builds roads and bridges, builds additional base, builds clinics, builds and repairs waterworks in villages. Then we just need to get an individual unit. And is there more special units that can actually train others? I don't think so, to be honest. These dudes, maybe. No. That means got our Recon dude somewhere over here. And he actually needs to go into this base. The helicopter would be much cooler, but yeah, there we go. End turn. So unit recruitment training, standing army cost, not so good. Why do I not get the bus income? I don't quite understand that, to be honest. Why? Let's first complete the orders. I hope that includes the trucks. Does not. By this unit. Okay. Build or repair a water tower. Let's start with the water tower. Nice. It's a bit stupid. And they can't, as part of the brigade, build the water tower, I don't quite get that. They need medical help as well. Need to go here. Helicopter. Medical treatment of villagers. They have been treated. That should give me points, right? Now you need to return to Sector HQ. Sector HQ, okay, that's maybe a mistake. That should be Sector 10, right? Yes, it is. And can you load medicine? Yes, you can. You deploy again? No, you can't. They will deploy next round, and then they will fly to this village, or to this one, or to this one. Air Force, I cannot buy another plane, unfortunately. Can I do a reconnaissance flight? Oh yeah, I need to call them in, right? Yeah, we can only do that when we are in Angola. Okay. Let's end the turn. Oh, there's SWAPO activity. Village marked on map. I don't understand. All the farms are military based. Bus routes are... Why are there no earnings? Health and sanitation 1000 points. Civilian bus revenue 0. Why? Is that a bus? Yeah, that's a bus. Finally, there's a bus. The buses are coming. Yay. Okay, okay. Let's first execute the existing orders. For that, we do not need animations.
No intel available. Over. Locals uncooperative. Over.
That's bad. There was smoke. Okay, now we need to go to our units. We've got this unit. They are not cooperating. Here we can see the border. I think we can cross.
Enemy base spotted. Over.
Enemy base spotted. That's interesting. And we are running out of fuel apparently, and we need to pay more attention to that. Can you call in an airstrike? Yes, you can. But you need to get into here first. You guys need to go to the UNITA HQ. We built something at the farms? I don't think so. Yeah, I've missed this village. Let's go to this one. Build a water tower here. And we get something like a logistics truck or medical truck. They can deliver medical assistance. That's good. So let's get them. Load some medicine. Yeah, we can do that next round. Still do have our helicopter. So much help is requested. That's amazing. Let's treat them. And return to the sector HQ. And then let's also load some more medicine. And can we deploy again? No. You unload? No. What's this? What's the maximum? 80 is the maximum capacity. Okay. Yeah, I maybe overdid it a bit. Supplies. Okay, I need to check the village. Increase in mine operations. That's also really bad. Here is something going on. And the other map modes. Where's this marked village? It's Okoningo. We need to get there.
SWAPO are in the area. Over.
Oh. Look at that. Discovered them. All in airstrike. Ah, we must be in southern Angola. That really sucks. Don't have any units here. We need quick response force, one that's maybe free and motorized. That's reconnaissance. Get some cheap. Here they are. We can deploy next turn. What about the... We did get this medical truck, right? Helicopter can help out here. Into sector HQ. Then we can load some more medicine. Can't lift. Coin infantry. Truck. Or field ambulance. We did load some medicine. Load medicine. Cargo slots are full. Let's deploy. Bring them some medicine. They can also build. Okay, that's this one. Okay, I see. So this unit needs to go to the next village, which is over here. Oh, I think they need fuel soon. You deploy here. And you treat... Okay, they also resupply the clinics. Interesting. Now you go back. Load more medicine. Oh, they actually already had 4, so... Only needed 1, so I didn't need to go back, actually. And... I somehow cannot select them right now. I don't know why. Station, lost some. Moved all units now. Let's end the turn.
the air. Over.
Oh, interesting. Did we shoot them down? I hope so. United Nations General Assembly. 43%. 4% tariff on all cost, oh no. Resolution 435 is postponed. Every 5 to 10 turns, the UN will convene and decide on whether to implement Resolution 435, which would result in the SADF withdrawing and general elections being held 8 turns later. It used to be 65% in favor of the US or USSR. Okay. We're quite far away from that, obviously. Vehicle without fuel in the... Yeah, that's really bad. Oh, they are taking ages and they are without fuel. Could we theoretically attack them? We'll try. Out of fuel, okay, I see. We can't. Means let's go to this base. Helicopter needs to be deployed. Oh, the helicopter has no fuel either. Replenish. Here we go, now we can deploy. And give some much needed medical aid. And well, that's our reconnaissance unit. There's the enemies here. We can't call anyone in. I mean, I could potentially attack them. We have 2 now. I do want to move on to them. Let's see if there's an information window. No. But I think we took them out, right? Look pretty dead to me. My friends need to move to here.
We have found an arms cache. Over.
Is that good or bad now? I think we destroyed it, right? I think that's very good. Oops. I think this unit is going out of rations. Yep, click to increase. No supply vehicle is here. Okay, we need to go back to base, otherwise they die. Over here we need maintenance unit. Can only be deployed as part of a battle group. That sucks so hard. But we need to take them. Let's build a support battle group without anything else. 1 second. Okay, in Angola as part of a battle group, but that means here without. Okay, I can't undo this, unfortunately. Got a lot of political points now. Look at that. Ton of local population. Oh, that's good. That's an overview of what the local population needs or has. That's pretty cool. Situation report. Okay. Good, but I think you got an impression. We've played now like a good hour. We've seen the voting. We had our first fight. We found our cash. We ran out of fuel. We supplied vehicles. We built some infrastructure here. Yeah, I think it's really important to probably deal with battle groups and individual units. You know what you really want to do. And as you can see, let's take a look at this though quickly. Opening balance, and then we get 2,000 points for health and sanitation, and 3,000 for SADF operations. We have standing army costs and training costs, and cross-border operations costs us as well. Still no civilian bus revenue. I don't know why. There are some buses here. They want to communicate here. The fire indicates it. Shown here as well. No, only the medical need is shown. But this smoke basically means that they want to talk to you. Or that there's a gathering and you can potentially get intel. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff to take into consideration here. And you can't be everywhere at the same time. This is kind of like, I think, part of this type of game. You know, that you need to consider, you know, can't do everything. So you need to carefully choose what you actually want to do. And as you can see, you can get those regular units, yeah, and they can act within range, and maybe can go to like a village, gather some information in the area. It can be transported in trucks. We would need the trucks and or the IFVs. It's not like a mechanized infantry. What's that? Samir, Workshop Samir. Samir 20. Buffalo. That can transport a unit. So you can transport units, you know, with those trucks. So you really need those support units. Very realistic. Get a battalion reaction force and whatnot. You get some really good stuff. We can deploy these guys now, I think. Oops, I misclicked. I didn't mean to deploy them here. An undo button would be great. And those guys, yeah, they can. Yeah, but you can transport units in helicopter as well and stuff. So you only have 4 slots. So what do you have? I went for like every type once. I think that's not too bad. I think another Alouette would be nice, and maybe drop the ground attack plane. Now this vehicle is running out as well, I think. And we still see this. Lines. The water tower. Yeah, I think you got an impression. So please let me know in the comments if you are interested in a let's play. It's 45 turns. I mean, we are like 6 turns. There's the next assembly. Not sure which turn we are in. We did have some hearts and minds gains for now. Really interesting game. Complicated. If you were interested in the let's play, I'd obviously check some more tutorials beforehand and go again through the manual so that I don't fail in the first 10 turns already. And then yeah, let me know what you think. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Until then, bye for now.